Performer is a person that used to come and frequent the open mic towards the end of when I was doing the open mic as the host here for the 5 years that I did do it here, or maybe longer, I forgot. His name is Mr. Natural.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, I don't do stools because I look like a, makes me look like an olive.
Hey, Natch, for those that don't know, how many instruments do you play?
About 41 at last count. I remember once when I was hosting the open mic, somebody made me a bet. I don't know if you remember, but they bet me I couldn't play a different instrument every week. And so I came here and I played a completely different instrument every week for about 42 weeks. So that's why I know I play that many. Never repeated myself, never played the same instrument twice. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, where the hell you all been? What the hell's wrong with you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is not called the Sacred Grounds because it was a Christian cafe, okay? This is a very holy space for the Haight-Ashbury. There's some magic energy under the floor here that just kind of comes up when we all get together, and that's why you see so many people who have been sort of like flies or moths to a flame. When we heard the Sacred Ground was open, who the hell could not come? So thank you very much. I am going to start tonight with I'm sorry, but I'm going to do a cover tune. This song was really, really popular in 1691. It's composed by a guy I don't know, some of you might have heard of. His name was Tulliman. He was actually before Handel, and Handel actually studied with Tulliman. And Tulliman liked one of my favorite instruments. One of the first things I learned to play when I was 4 years old was the French horn. And I was one of those little child prodigies that used to travel around with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, you know, and Schulte would tap me on the head and say, "Go get him, kid," you know. I go out there and play some Mozart. But this is the opening to a French horn concerto written by Tulliman. I have a music school down the block, Mr. Natch's Community Music School. I'm the music teacher here in the Haight-Ashbury. Anybody who wants cheap lessons and don't want to pay a lot of money, please come and see us. We keep them affordable. We teach everything, and also on the first Tuesday of every month at 8 o'clock, we have what I call a salon, and it's just like the 16th, 17th, and 18th century salons. It's a like meeting of minded people who are there to entertain and inform. It is not an open mic. Don't come there thinking you're going to get an open mic, because I will ask you what the hell you're thinking, why you wrote it, where it came from. You know, what do you think about consciousness? Did God give it to you, or are you free-willed? So we will ask questions about the process, and it's not just for singers. We ask poets to come. We had a writer who explained writing. We've had Rainbow has actually brought some paintings and explained some of his paintings. we've had actors, we've had anyone in the arts, any art form at all. If you want to come and hobnob with other artists and talk about the process of art, please come on by the first Tuesday of any month. This last Tuesday, Sarah and Johnny showed up, and Sarah played this lovely little song that I really liked very much about her uncle, and thank God she played it again this evening, so y'all got a chance to say it. Now, one of the things I'm famous for is Robert Crumb, when he turned me into a comic book, he took a lot of my little one-liners and kind of made them famous. So all of those of you out there who know this one-liner, please help me out. Mr. Natural, what's the meaning of life? It don't mean shit. And so what does it mean? Well, what we're doing right now, hobnobbing, sharing our lives with each other, doing some art, singing, dancing, that's a lot more important. And when Sarah played this little song, I decided that I wanted to pull out of my drawer a song I wrote a few years ago. Actually, I wrote this song, believe it or not, for Madonna, and she never sang it. And this is, when you get to be Bill's age and my age, one, you're just lucky to be here, but two, you realize that there's a lot of spam in life, suffering, pain, angst, and misery. And the thing that helps is realizing it don't mean shit. Just get up and get over it. And you have to learn to accept that with all the bitter, there's sweet. And with all the sweet, there's bitter. And so this song is for Sarah to kind of put a balance to this anxiety we have when friends leave us. This is about the bitter and the sweet. Yes, you got to take the bitter with the sweet. Just keep right on a truckin' when you hit that losing streak. It may be hot and hurting, but you're standing on your feet, faking, shaking, quaking, taking the bitter with the sweet. Playing debts I never owed, catching hits I never throw, healing wounds I knew were never incomplete, holding weeds I never sold, saving souls I never know, choking down the drops of bitter with the sweet. And I rue the day that I was born, torn from that fiery, briery pit that was my mother's womb. And I treasure the great day when this lifetime slips away, and I can rest the rest of ages in the room of death and dying, and rest me all my rages in the tomb when fate unravels, and when the thread is pulled and severed from the loom. Yes, you get to take some sweet with the bitter. You see, along with rust and bling, there's glitter. When the girls are passed around, sometimes you'll get her, and they're sweet to take the edge back off the bitter. When the girls are passed around, sometimes you'll get her, and sometimes you'll see that sweet turn back into bitter. It's not all loss and glitter. You can have some loss and glitter. There's a butterfly for every wasp and bee. There's a cherry pie for every lump of litter. For every desert there's a rolling river. You can take your sauces sweet as well as bitter. And I bless the day that I was born, torn from that fiery, briery pit that was my mother's womb. And I rue the tragic day when this lifetime slips away, and I can no more reap the blessings of those lifetimes gone before me. All the hard-won gifts and trophies I took as mine for granted. When the tapestries unraveled from the loom, and then the thread is severed. When the final thread is severed from the loom. Yes, you got to take the bitter with the sweet. I repeat and repeat and repeat
Fantastic.
In the world, there's only one, Mr. Natch.
Thank you, everybody.
That sounds great.
Great question.